What's up everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, and I've got a great video for you today. I'm so happy you are here. In front of me I have the latest release from Nike Football. So we're going to get into this, unbox it, review it, and show you what this boot is all about. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Evangelista Sports for hooking me up with these Nike Football boots. If you are interested in picking up a pair of boots for yourself or any other soccer equipment, be sure to check out that first link down below. This is an affiliate program, so I do get a small percentage of the sale. So if you are interested, everything will help make this channel get bigger and stronger. So thank you very, very much, and let's get into the video. Okay guys, so in front of me I have a pair of Nike Superfly 6 Elites. In other words, they're top of the line Nike Superfly 6 model in an AG variant. This is one of the first times I've done this boot in an AG variant, and this is part of the Just Do It Nike Football World Cup pack for the upcoming 2018 World Cup in Russia. So we'll just do a quick little unboxing, show you what these are all about, show you all the accessories you get, and do an on feet so we can talk about sizing, and that will be today's video. Inside the box, we have, of course, the boots themselves. We're going to get these out of the box. So guys, like all other Nike products, you do get a string bag right here. This follows the same pattern that you'll find on the box itself. So it's a white base with these silver letterings and wordings of Nike Football. So it says in a bunch of different languages: Nike Football, Nike Soccer, Nike Football, whatever you want to say. I don't know all of them. You have all kinds. Nike Calcio, I know that's Italian. So you have Nike Football written in a bunch of different languages, white base, silver writing, and orange strings to go alongside the actual design of the boots themselves. So we'll take this off to the side. These are going to be worn by all players, sponsored by Nike, of course, in the 2018 World Cup. The Superfly 6 released earlier this year. I have done a review on this boot before. I did it in the all black colorway with the orange accents. If you are interested in checking that video out, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen in the right hand corner. You can check that out. We do get a sort of collar once again on the Nike Superfly 6. This time around, however, it is lower and more like the Cristiano Ronaldo custom versions we saw on the Superfly 5. So it's a little bit lower. It's still made out of Flyknit, and it just sort of takes on a little bit of a different design. The base of the boot itself is all Flyknit once again, and now we find the speed ribs moving in the vertical direction. So in other words, they are going along this side of the boot instead of going horizontally like on the Superfly 5 and the Vapor 11. Of course, you do have a sort of synthetic coating on top with ACC, all conditions control coating on top of that as well. These synthetic coatings just protect the prime knit, in other words, so it's sort of on top of the prime knit, and it is very evident, I suppose, on the Superfly 6 that they wanted to create a 360 design boot. So the idea was that they would have Flyknit make up the entire boot itself, and the coating that they put on top to protect the boot and make it more durable and responsive would be thicker at the bottom and get gradually thinner as you came towards the tongue area and eventually towards the collar, which is of course just simply exposed prime knit right here. That's why it's all elasticated and is very, very stretchy. You do have an internal heel counter back here. Of course, there's the collar itself, and the sole plate this time around, just because this is an AG model, it is a little bit different than some of the other boots I have reviewed, but it does take on the same general sole plate pattern. So you do have a split sole plate design with a heel piece and a forefoot piece. The studs are a little bit more forgiving, I should say, just because the firm ground version of the Mercurial are all bladed and arrow shaped studs such as these ones in the back. So on the AG version, they just put conical studs throughout. So you do have 4 on the outside, 4 along the medial side. You have an arrow stud in there that acts as a pivot stud, and of course 4 in the heel, with 2 being conical and 2 being the same as on the firm ground version in this sort of arrow design. If you do play on turf, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is the model you should get. If I were to buy a pair of Superflies, I would definitely go for this stud pattern right here. It's more forgiving, it's a little bit more versatile, it's a little bit more of a hybrid between the two. That's pretty much it for this unboxing and review of the Nike Superfly 6 in the Just Do It pack collection colorway. Stay tuned, I'm going to slip them on feet so we can talk about fit and feel and get a good idea of what sizing is like, and I'll be right back with that. When putting the Superfly 6s on feet, they are relatively comfortable from right out of the box, but they're not the most comfortable shoes from right out of the box. Again, I don't have the proper foot type for this boot. I would never actually purchase a pair of Mercurials, whether it be the Vapor or the Superfly 6. and that is simply because my foot just doesn't fit in this boot comfortably enough to wear it for 90 minutes. It is a little bit more narrow. It is suited for sort of a slimmer foot type. Obviously, the Mercurial has been marketed for years, for the better part of the last decade actually, for players that like to take people on quick, wingers, strikers, attackers, people that are going to go at people and really, you know, speed is a big part of their game. That is who this boot is marketed for. Of course, that is all marketing. So you can wear this no matter what kind of player you are. If it fits you well and if it's comfortable for you, go ahead, purchase them. They're going to be fantastic. They are a tighter boot. They are light. They are very, very thin. They're trying to offer you a one-to-one feel. So they are quite narrow. So for a wider foot, it's probably not the best option. That's why I don't purchase them myself. But if you do have a proper foot type, they're going to give you that one-to-one snug feel, that very responsive feel, that very thin feel that you may be looking for. In terms of sizing, length, I would just go true to size. The Mercurial is relatively consistent in comparison to some of Nike's other lines. So I would just go true to size if you are interested in picking up a pair of these for yourselves. Whether you want the Superfly, whether you want the Vapor 12, go true to size. They should fit you just fine in terms of length. They don't stretch too much just because they are a Flyknit with this very sort of synthetic coating on top. They won't stretch very, very much. They will soften up. So that is it for my unboxing review and on feet of the Just Do It pack collection from Nike. This is going to be worn by all contracted athletes at the 2018 World Cup. I don't know about you, but I'm super pumped to see what's going to go on this coming June in the World Cup. I can't wait. I'm so excited. This boot does look very, very good. I have to give it that. And I hope you enjoyed this review of the Superfly 6s. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is Mike McIntyre with All Things Sports. Hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you all back here very, very soon. And until then, take care.